Cancer, welcome to your Sunday Shuffle. Let's see what's going on for you in the upcoming week, yeah? Show me Cancer, please. Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer, please. Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer, please. What's going on for Cancer? What's going on for Cancer, please? King of Swords, interesting for you. Two of Swords, Six of Wands, Death. Okay. Two of Cups. Yay! Happy ending. You know? I hope so. King of Swords, recent past determination, trying to be kind of analytical, take my feelings out of it, but that doesn't make me any less determined. I'm trying to work through something, and so you work, because there's confusion here with the Two of Swords. So there's something here you wanted to clear up in terms of your vision, your thinking, your action, something like that. Six of Wands in your current timeline, feeling relatively good. That's good. Mission accomplished. Something's feeling rather fluid. Immediate future, there's death. Now, a couple thoughts. Something's coming to an end. What that is, I don't know. It could be any manner of things that have concluded their course. Or there is a transformative effect taking shape relatively soon for you. The outcome is Two of Cups love. Okay, a balanced love too. Same page kind of love, right? My cup plus your cup. This is between us, and it's just about right for the both of us, yeah? Okay, all right, here we go. Cheers. Oh, hope that wasn't too loud. Microphone sensitive, as people like to keep reminding me. Can you stop shuffling the cards? It hurts my ears. Yeah. Honey? I don't know what to tell you. Every day I'm shuffling. Show me that King of Swords, please. Show me that King of Swords. Show me that King of Swords. Show me that King of Swords, please. The Lovers. Six of... Oh, yeah, it's the same thing twice, honey. It's the same thing twice. Woo! Goodness me, that's the same. Now, honey, you either have two strong soul bond connections. One is obviously very powerful, or they're one and the same person. And as I'm sure you've heard me say if you've been around the channel, Six of Cups is just another variation of this. They both have the implication of soulmate and or soul bond, whereas the Lovers has a higher level of spiritual divinity attached to it in terms you were meant to learn something from each other. And the Nine of Pentacles, someone here represents that sense of individuation, independence, freedom. This is the garden of my own making and choosing. I'm my own power. Thank you. I don't, but it looks beautiful. It's beautiful. And you're like, I know. That's why I'm looking at it. The King of Swords. So here's the thing. As the King of Swords, he has a tendency to step back from his emotions so he can look at something logically. Logically, he understood that this is an important connection, that it provokes certain feelings, which is why he was trying to remove or distance himself from it, because it is so provoking. What that concluded, I don't know, but there was a determination here to solve something. Okay. And this is very high level soul bond connectivity, very unique. It's supposed to be. If it was like any other connection, you would learn nothing from it. So this is meant to be one of those impactful connections. But, you know, I feel like this is your reaction to it. It made you feel very independent. I don't know why that's such a special feature. Typically, I would see this as the other person, but I'm not. I'm seeing it as you. I feel like you had a reaction that says, this makes me feel like my own person, my own man or my own woman. And, I don't know, it made you feel like you had choice and freedom and to be part of something unique but be your own individual, that you got to choose it. It made you feel good. It made you feel special. It made you feel singled out. I don't know, it's lovely though. Yeah, see, it kind of evoked that confidence, didn't it? I get that. Show me that Two of Swords, please. Let's see where that confusion, like, what's there to be confused about? I don't know, you tell me. Show me that Two of Swords, please. Show me that Two of Swords. Show me that Two of Swords. Oh, I got them Cancer cross watchers on a hook right now. I can feel it. Show me that Two of Swords, please. I'm not trying to be, you know, it's just whenever I get that high level of emotional connectivity, oh goodness, I feel the cross watchers zoom in. All right. Oh dear. Oh dear. It had the opportunity. Had the opportunity to be transformative, except I don't think you were convinced of it. It had very powerful energy attached to it, as you know, but there was so much confusion here surrounding the connection, taking it for what it is, feeling it for what it is, allowing it to play out for what it was. I don't know why there were so many question marks surrounding it. It's like that song, Is This Love? It's like, I feel like that King of Swords kept asking himself, is this love? Is this love? Is this love? But because we did that thing where the King and Queen of Swords famously do, they detach from their heart thinking it'll make their decision easier. On the contrary, it just makes things harder. What's happening is that the heart's giving you a response of this is what I want, but the mind is like, are you sure about that? And then completely negates the feeling. So that's the problem, becoming detached and trying to make a decision from the heart, from the mind. It's like, oh yeah, let's just consult our mind about what our heart's feeling, and that should solve all the problems. That's not how it works in real life, but that's how often humans want to treat it or approach it. That way it will quote-unquote make more sense when it really just adds to the confusion. So the Two of Swords, unfortunately, was so overwhelming, it ended up causing some sort of detachment to this with death. And it's unfortunate because it did represent an opportunity for sun, enlightenment, passion, drive, just hope, inspiration, spark, ingenuity. It was a brand new sun and on an old soul bond, you know. Now, I know, it's like they were the ones who were confused, Christina. They couldn't make up their mind. I was ready to have the sun and the happiness with them. Whatever. Okay, fine. It's reversed. I don't care. I don't care. The results stand the same. It's a powerhouse of energy here that had the potential markings for so much more. Love everlasting. Sunshine eternal. And just way too much questioning of what was in place. Questioning the natural order of things. And by the natural order of things, not the laws that human beings contrive for themselves. I mean, the natural order of things is this was intended for you both. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been met. Connected. Chance encounter. Against all odds. Whatever. That's the real law of nature. Not what we as human beings say is law. But we misconstrue the two. And that's where, again, that logic tries to take over what the heart's experiencing. And there's a great deal of love in this and natural connectivity points that were easy, unspoken, just there, taken for granted. And then there came this point where somebody started questioning, okay, how do we really feel about this? Let's consult our brains. And the brain shut it down. All the confusion, I don't know what to do, inevitably killed it. Questioning it too much, not choosing it, not feeling it, not allowing ourselves to feel it, so on and forth. That's all questioning the natural order of things. I have a really strong connection, so I'm going to question it to death. And maybe it'll go away and I'll take the stress off. And it did. And that's, you know what I mean. I don't mean to be glib. I could only do so much in under 20 minutes for energy like this. But I think you get the idea. Let's see that Six of Wands, please. Let's see that Six of Wands. Show me that Six of Wands, please. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, the Queen of Wands. You know, we couldn't stabilize this idea of friendship. It felt good for a minute with the Six of Wands. We'll try to be friends with this person. That didn't take either. Seven of Swords. Unfortunately, you know, and I say this all the time, and I understand it in my own way. When we try to take these powerful connections and reduce it to friends, we still get the similar results. We're just delaying the inevitable, just dragging it out. And sometimes, very rarely, I will see those very strong, spiritually driven friendships, in which case they're very strong allies. But this was meant to be a lovers type thing, like a proper one. And so we tried to call it friends, and I think it worked for a while. We had confidence in it, and then there was this question of passion that still remained, an attraction that still remained towards somebody, and it kept the friendship from actually being a friendship. So we got out of that constructive effort too. The Seven of Swords, someone really couldn't meet this idea of friendship for where it is because their passion kept getting in the way. It's like, well, if I have passion for it, it can't be a true friendship. I'm always going to desire it. So part of me is going to lean away from it, from fully owning it as friends, because I know essentially that it's not true. Somebody somewhere understood the friendship to this was a false premise. There was always going to be attraction. There's always going to be passion. And like I said, it felt good for about 2 seconds before it got shut down. And it's like, I can't really believe in this as being friends because I'm too attracted to this. Yeah, the Lovers and the Six of Cups is going to do that. The attraction is very real and natural, and it's not forced. It will always be an underlying current, regardless of how two people try to dress it up and label it. There again, there's that human law coming into conflict with nature's laws. I know, we think we're so clever until it works against us. Yeah, I know, honey. I know. But the energy wouldn't stick. It's because you two aren't friends. The element of attraction remained. And we couldn't fully commit to the friendship, or somebody here couldn't, because they understood that would always be a point. Or somebody said, you know what? This is just all attraction for you, isn't it? So they got out of it. I can't quite tell. It's interesting. I was like, you know what? I'm not even a friend to you. It's just attraction, so I'm out. Or you don't really mean it. Six of Wands, this is an ego thing for you. I'm a ego boost for you. You're just all about the attraction. Peace. Fuck it. You're not a real friend. Something like that. It's weird. It's skimming along the surface. But I feel like it has more to do with this idea of friendship temporarily worked, but the idea of the attraction is still getting in the way, as to be expected. But I do feel like for a portion of you, somebody's reaction, yours or theirs, was, you know what, I'm just inflating your ego. You could have this reaction to anybody. Friendship? No, you're just attracted to me. I'm out. That's it. And it's like, oh no, there was so much more behind it. But when we don't abide by the gifts we're given, and we don't choose them, and we don't accept them for what they are, and we try to format them into little boxes that are convenient for us, it would stand to reason somebody was going to have that conclusion. So that's true for some of you. Anyway, moving on. Show me death, please. In the immediate future, what's that about? No. There was so much more behind it, but again, when humans are trying to apply a label to it that's more convenient for them than the nature of the beast is, you get what you get. You know, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Show me death, please. Two of Wands, Judgment, Three of Wands. Somebody had made the exclusively tight, exquisite, powerful decision. No more waiting. I'm done. I'm done waiting. So that tells me how much time was involved in this. Two of Wands, Three of Wands. That's waiting. Both of them are waiting. Two of Wands has a little bit of decision making attached to it, but they both add up to waiting. Well, we kept waiting for somebody's decision to be official, to understand what they wanted, to understand what their spiritual calling is in this connection. Somebody here failed to show up in that equation repeatedly. They had enough time to understand what they wanted. Somebody here had enough time to understand what their feelings were. They had plenty of time. Plenty of time. And somebody failed to make a decision. Like, it wasn't just a little one, honey. It was a dramatic failure. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know who the hell that is in this dynamic. It's either you or the person you was dealing with. But that's so much time, honey. You could have had whole career changes in this time. You could have had birthdays, anniversaries, births, deaths in that amount of time. Somebody here had ample time to understand what the hell they wanted, and P.S. what the hell they were going to do to keep it. And they sat on their hands and did a whole bunch of nothing. And if you're only killing time, it'll kill you right back. And let me tell you what got killed or sacrificed, and it was this connection. Because somebody refused to acknowledge the lesson or what it is they wanted. Forever looking out on the horizon. Hopefully it'll just come to me and I won't have to make any decisions at all. That's not how life works as I understand it. Real life requires real choices, not this passive, I'm just going to wait and see how it plays out. Well, it did its job then, didn't it? You don't know what you want, you get nothing. Or you get something that turns out you didn't want, but hey, you wouldn't say what you did want, so you still get nothing or not what you wanted, right? Oh, yeah. And whoever said, I'm not waiting anymore, the decision won't come through, nothing official, and they're insisting upon that. No more waiting. They're living that no more waiting concept ever again. That's very severe. That's very intense. So, and somebody unfortunately is still waiting for the other person to come back. Whoever it is that failed to make the decision is still the one passively now waiting for the other person to come back. Again, somebody has really unrealistic expectations of things just falling in their lap without them having to make a decision or get their hands dirty, and I think that's really fucking weird. It's like, first I'll just let that connection play out without me making any active decisions. And now that it's gone, I'm going to go ahead and wait for it to come back again without me making any active decisions. I mean, that's very childlike. I don't understand the reasoning there. It's a lot of want without anything to back it up. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry. That's just bizarre. And it's unrealistic expectations. I have never known life. I want something that bad, but I don't expect to do anything to earn it. What the fuck is that? Show me that Two of Cups, please. Or earning it means making decisions. No decisions were made. Knight of Cups. Okay. So, good news for you. I'm assuming this is you. Two of Cups, the Knight of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Cups. In due course, in due time, I see you opening your heart up to something that actually looks viable, compatible. I don't know who you're extending it to, but it's like, okay, my heart's ready to move in this direction. And it's beautiful, and it's powerful, and it's proclaiming. I love it. That's beautiful. I don't know how far down the timeline that is, but the Wheel of Fortune is attached to it. So, in other words, it's not right around the corner. That's beautiful. That's a lot of emotional expression. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Time has passed. I love you. I love you so much. My heart is totally in this. We're matching cups. We're on the same page. Woohoo! That's beautiful. And I'm happy to see that for you. So I don't know. I don't know if that's them. I don't know if that's you. I don't know if that's someone brand new altogether. I really can't tell because time is passing and it's on fast forward. So I actually don't know who or what that is. But I just know that when it's time, there will be no confusion about the heart space. There will be no confusion about emotional attachment. And there will be no confusion about emotional development or emotional maturity. I know I want this. I proudly proclaim that I want this. I love you. I love boldness. I love you. There is no hesitation. Take that cup. Take it. It's like, take the cup. It's almost masculine, firm masculine. I love you. Now say it back. Now it's kind of it's so firm. It's really firm and it's the opposite of this, which sucks because that's what this was supposed to be. That's what kills me. That's what this was supposed to be. Oh. Anyway, I don't know if it's the same person, honey. I don't know. I'm happy to see that love wins in the end. That's great. Oh God. Oh, made me laugh so hard like that. Jesus. I have to say the sharpest thing by far was no more waiting. If you want something, choose it. Go after it. Get off your ass. Stop acting like you don't have a choice. You have a choice. If you want the good things, you have to choose the good things. If you want the love that's right for you, you have to choose it. You can either get your son, say that's your son, or it can die in that process of, that's going to kill a powerful connection. Or stall it. For sure. I don't know that that's my son. I don't know that that's the love of my life. I don't know that. I don't know that. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. Oh, you prove it. I ain't got to do shit. Okay. Somewhere down the pipeline, an apology and or forgiveness on this subject. I did say that, didn't I? I said it feels like it's masculine. It did feel masculine. I do. It feels masculine. And it's kind of like, I love you. I'm sorry. Whatever works, honey. Whatever gets the job done. I don't know. I hate seeing this. I hate seeing this level of conflict when everything you need to know is literally right here. Hidden emotions. No shit. Baby, what were we talking about? What were we talking about? No, I'm not Italian, but I think I should be. Hidden emotions. Somebody here has to have the courage to change. To stop hiding their emotions, letting time do the job for them, being passive, go after what you want. Is what you feel. This person's heart is exploding with and denying it at the same time. You gotta, the hidden emotions, you have to have the courage to change, to pack up your shit and do what you say and, mean what you say. You gotta do it, honey. You gotta have the courage. You gotta have the strength. And it's like the forgiveness and the apology. That had better be a hell of an apology. And unless there's an attachment of I love you, and I always have, then that apology don't mean shit because there was love here this whole time. I'm sorry. It's just, this is what I'm saying. Everything you need to know is right here. I manifested it. We wanted the love of the lifetime. We wanted this love of a lifetime. It's here. Celebration, gifts, abundance, closed off, guarded. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Lovers is a gift. It's the ultimate gift, but we have to earn it. That means being willing to change, not to be closed off, not to be inflexible, to not be so unsure, to not be so passive. To say this is mine, to have the balls to say it, to own it, to grip it and say this is mine, don't fuck with it. I want it, it's mine. And you have to have that. It's a celebration of abundance and what was given to you, but we're closed off and guarded and resisted like we couldn't. Oh, how dare I accept this whole thing? This can't all be for me. Yeah, it was. Celebrate it. Don't close off from it. Find a way. If it's not the right time, then say it's not the right time and hope it'll come back later. But man, don't do this thing where you're like, because then you start losing respect for that person. You know, at least if you could say, now's not the time and part ways, at least you still retain respect. But doing this, you start to lose the respect. That person starts to lose. It's just, oh my God. You know? Oh, we don't want that. So frustrated. But hey, you know, real tarot is real life, and I got real emotions, honey. Believe it. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's enough. No! Exclamation point. No? What? I don't know. That's up to you. Look for a sign. Oh! No! Look for a sign. Look for a sign. Yeah. Take action. Okay. I was wondering how those were related. No, looking for a sign. Somebody kept looking for permission. That was that delay tactic. I don't know what to do, so the universe will decide it for me eventually. That's that passivity that's not working. If you want it, you got to step up and take action towards it. Stop looking for signs. Somebody needs to stop looking for signs and get off their ass and do something about it. You want it, you put a stake in it, you claim it. Or you say not now, but maybe later. But what you don't do is twiddle your thumbs and, I don't know. I'm just going to talk myself out of this real quick. Oh my God, that's enough. Cancer, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Oh, in terms of timelines, I don't know, honey. I just saw that Wheel of Fortune is kind of overriding that. I don't quite know. And I don't want to push it. Why is 29 important to some of you? 29? Is 29 important to some of you? Somebody here, something, 29. Why that's such a prominent number, 29, 29, 29, 29 what? 29th? Of what month? I don't know, but 29, for some of you, that's a confirmation number. For some of you, though, this is in reference to somebody's situation where they are knee-deep and entrenched in a foundation that does not serve them and, in fact, kind of breaks the back and racks them with anxiety. That's not a stable foundation, and it causes a lot of stress. And for somebody, that's the reasoning behind all this. If they weren't free, then they had the responsibility to say they weren't free, maybe one day. Because that's a lot of backbreaking labor here and anxiety attached to maintaining a foundation that doesn't look that great. That's for somebody somewhere. And for others of you, I saw it simply as a number confirmation of 29. I have 2 10s here, so that could be indicative to October. We also have 9, the number 9. So 10, 20, 29, so 19 for that matter, as well as 9. September, October might be important. But in terms of time outwards, when we are more open and receptive to love, or it comes through, I really don't know. It depends on somebody's ability to start making decisions for themselves. I don't know. I don't even know if that love is them or yours or whatever. Hierophants, yeah. It is kind of leaning in that direction, isn't it? It could be a very indebted commitment. Could be. That's a highly egregious one. It's not easy. That's not an easy one. And then, of course, Taurus season by next year might be influential as well. Okay. All right. Like I said, put in the comments. I hope this helped you. Take care. Be well.